Hey everybody, my name's Jason. I am officially 24 hours post-op of my L3, L4 lumbar laminectomy discectomy. I was sent home same day, 3 hours after surgery. Surgery went really good. I'm in Massachusetts, so we have great hospitals. My surgeon, I used a neurosurgeon, Dr. Bruce Cook, very infamous and famous guy. He did the brain surgery for Michael J. Fox, Anna Assad, someone like that. A few famous people, so he's very reputable. Um, Even my grandfather's brain surgery. So I went for him. Everything worked out great. Surgery came out good. I have to see him in 2 weeks. My thing is pre-surgery. I was having both legs weakness. My legs were like completely weak, and right around 3 days before surgery, I started losing my control of my bladder. I felt like I had to pee really bad, but I couldn't like start the pee. I couldn't initiate the pee, and when I did, it would only do little drops. But TMI, we don't get too much into that. After surgery on that subject, it seems like we're having a little improvement. 24 hours out, I'm able to get a good stream going and go to the bathroom. As gross as that sounds, it's real life things you guys gotta look for. Once you start losing that, it's time to go in. I was 4 months with the injury before I did the surgery, so it was a central herniation. It wasn't on the right or left side for one leg or the other. It was directly in the middle of my spine. So it compressed all those nerves. 24 hours out, how do I feel? I feel great. I mean, obviously I'm very sore. It feels like your back has been, I'm in construction, so like I pull my back before the surgery quite a bit, like muscle pulls, and it feels like just very tight and tender muscles, not even on the incision site. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, the incision is the sore part. No. Right where my incision is directly down the middle of the spine, but on both sides of your back, you have that fatty, in my case fatty, because I'm a little fatty, bumblelatty. On both sides, you have that like round muscle part to the right and left of your spine. Those are very tight and stiff. That's what hurts on me. It's not even like a hurt, it's more like a pulled muscle. Um, what do they got me taking? So they got me taking naproxen 500 milligrams for the anti-inflammatory, and then they had me taking Percocets 2 every 4 hours, which I haven't even been doing two. So it's only been doing one every 4 hours, and then I've been a little lax on it too. Like I'll go 6 hours and then take one. Pain is not as bad so far. It's only 24 out as I thought it was gonna be. I was dreading the waking up from anesthesia and being like, "Oh my God, what did I just do to myself? I am in the worst pain. Get me medicine now." A lot of people on YouTube are saying, that's their experience. Didn't have that experience at all. Heartburn's another thing too with this medicine. It's awful. When I woke up from anesthesia, I actually felt way better than I do now. Had a little soreness in my back, but I was able to pull myself up about an hour out of waking up from anesthesia. I stood up. I walked over to the bathroom by myself. Peed. Not very much because my bladder was just starting to come back then. And then I went and sat back down, got my discharge paperwork, and was sent home. There was a complication during my surgery that was it's not rare, it's pretty common with spinal surgery. I had what's called a dura tear, which is a tear in your dura ligament or whatever that holds your spinal fluid. So I had a little leak that they had to glue. Um, like I said, my doctor's one of the best around, better than Boston hospitals. This guy is number one. So even though that happened, I still have a lot of good faith in him. And he told me not to worry and just look out for really high dizziness and headaches. And there's only a 4 to 5% chance that could ever affect me healing. That ligament that tore actually does heal on its own. It doesn't stay glued forever, and if the glue falls off, you're screwed. I was afraid of that at first. So I have that, and also my incision is glued too. It's probably about 2.5 to 3 inches, the incision on the middle of my back. My legs are still pretty weak. I have some numbness in them. All that's to be expected. I spent 4 months with it, so I don't expect it to be terrific overnight. I expect my legs to be jello for a good while before they get better, so I'm hopeful on that. Um, I noticed lying down. Now, like I had sciatic pain in the beginning on both legs, and then it kind of went away to a numbness. I noticed now, post-op, lying down on my side, I start getting sciatic pain. Not high, probably like a 2 to 3 to 4 level down that hip I'm lying on. It makes me get up and walk around. Um, Other than that, I'm very optimistic, very hopeful. If you're scared of this type of surgery, a laminectomy, discectomy, I would not worry about it. Um, I am only 24 hours out, so I don't know the full outcome of it yet. I'll keep making videos, but other than that, I mean, I'm walking around with a little cane, and I don't need the cane. I just keep the cane next to me while I walk, just in case I get a little wobbly or if I need to do something. Restrictions. I heard people are saying they can't shower for 3 days, they can't drive. My doctor told me the only thing I need to not do is twist and lift over 10 pounds. I can bend. I was like, I can bend. He's like, you can bend. I was like, okay. I was like, you sure? And he's like, yep, you can bend. I mean, obviously, I haven't been bending much. If I do, I keep my back straight and I use my legs, but I don't bend much. And he said I could even shower 24 hours. I could shower now, which I haven't. I'm going to give it some time because I'm worried about infection with the incision. But, unbelievable. People think back surgery and they think lie up in a bed after post-surgery for weeks to a month, maybe 2 months, and not doing anything and being in a hospital. It's not like that. I literally was sent home the same day with a tear in my spinal column. And with the tear that had spinal leak. Like, it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. There's a little percentage that, between now and when it heals, that they could rip open, and I go back in, and he fixes it again. Life's too short to worry. I've learned that anxiety will get the best of everybody. You got to roll with the punches. Whatever you're given in life, you just got to do it. Sitting there at home and suffering and worrying is one of the worst things that I did. I just worried and worried about what was going to happen and how I'm going to feel when I wake up, and just stuff that doesn't need to be worried about until it's done. Even when I was at the hospital, I was asking ridiculous questions like, oh, I heard of people being awake during anesthesia and feeling everything. I can't tell the doctor, let me tell you something. You ain't awake. Last thing I remember is taking nice deep breaths with the oxygen, and then for some reason, hold on a second. Like I said, the heartburn's pretty bad from the medicine. For some reason, I think I was loopy as they'll put me out, so I wanted to play like a trick on the doctors for some reason. So I went like this. I just went, and they're like, "Sir," and I was like, "Yeah," and I kind of like pretended to be paralyzed, and then literally I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's good." Boom, and then I was out. Um, Woke up, not even that bad. I thought I was gonna be like seeing double, and I woke up and not even close. I woke up from a nice deep sleep, looked around. I looked. First thing I did is I looked down at my feet and I wiggled my feet and I'm like, "Yep, I'm good." And I kind of shut my eyes again. And then I opened them and I seen the nurse and I raised my hand like I was in class. I raised my hand. The lady's like, "Yes, sir." I was like, "Can I get some ice, some water?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah. As soon as you're up and fully talking, we'll get you some water." I said, "All right." So I stood there. I laid there for like 3 minutes. Then I asked her again for the water. She brought me over some water. Drank the water, fine. Once I was up and talking, she was running. She ran my blood pressure. She asked me my name, birthday, all that stuff. And she said, "All right, we're going to reel you into post-op back where you started, or pre-op, whatever that is." Because I was in PACU when I got that water. So I left the PACU, got wheeled down to where I was. I asked for my mom and my wife to come in. Both came in to see me. And that was it, man. That's when I was drinking water, joking around with the nurses, and He sent me home an hour and a half, 2 hours later after that. It was wonderful. It was a great experience. Had the surgery. Like I said, Dr. Bruce Cook, best neurosurgeon I've read on. I seen another surgeon before the surgery. He told me I have a back of a 65-year-old man and I need a fusion. Farthest from the truth, according to Dr. Cook. Get your second opinion. Seriously, that was an orthopedic surgeon that gave me that opinion. Yeah, like I said, get your second opinion, and had the surgery at Lowell General Hospital. Great facility, brand new. Everybody around here that lives around here is like, go to Boston, go to Boston. Boston's good for specific things. Oh, it's good for specific things. It's good for heart surgeries, transplant, like big. You're talking big major things. Boston, I agree. They have the technology there. Simple discectomies and stuff, or a broken arm or something. I won't take the drive. It's 40 minutes from where I live. I'm North Shore. I live north of Boston. But I had a great experience at Little General. The staff was great. And I'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, pain level right now is probably a 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 if I haven't taken medicine. But really, not even. It's like a pulled back. Like you're walking around like an 80-year-old. It's nothing. Easy to handle, especially when you're young. And I'm only 26, so good luck, everybody. And I will keep everybody updated with another video.